Good morning. It is day 9 and we are just now getting close to Panama. It's still kind of dark, but we have another ship out there kind of joining us. But yeah, we're all at the mercies of the canal schedule of when we'll actually get to go in and all of that kind of thing. But they said to start kind of waking up around 6 so we could get there. So here we are. Let's see what the day brings. Make sure to like and subscribe and make those memories and not dreams. Here is the pilot getting on board our ship. And we are now +1. We did something new this morning. We ordered room service so that we wouldn't have to go up on deck, so that we could see out the balcony and it would all be right here. So we ordered on the tag. I'll show that in a little bit. And then they brought it promptly on time. So yay, room service. And this falls into the category of you can try to plan everything, but you never really can. Because now we have this big old machine that hangs off the side of the ship on our balcony. So we'll see how that goes.
There is a peculiar situation in the Panama Canal.
Yep. So it'll be interesting. I'm going to try and get some footage and videos, but we'll see how it goes. Probably going to end up going on a different deck. Right. They also have like a historian area person on the TV giving kind of like the history of the canal and all that with the like vocam. And then we are continuing to kind of pass through. But it's kind of nice because they have it on the TV as well as in all of the major public spaces. And of course he's not talking now that I have the camera on. That's how it works. Here is video of us entering the lock. As you can see, the ship ahead of us is like on stage 2 and we are entering the lock. Yeah, sorry it's awkward. We still have the lovely machinery in front of our balcony. So these little train cars are on a rail and they hook up to our tender lines and they pull you up and down through the lock. then here through this lovely piece of machinery, you can see where the other lock doors are closing. So it's kind of like at an angle, and they're closing to make that lock complete. Right, so now we are done going into the first set of locks. There's 3 total. So we are in, and you can tell we've stopped moving. So then they'll shut the doors so that they can fill the water up to start bringing us up to the lake level. And we don't have a next door neighbor in the other lock yet. Alright, so if you remember the first set of locks that are all the way down there, we could see that whole wall when it started. But it filled all the way up to the top, and then these ships and the sailboat are coming in, and they're going down while we're going up. There's a double lock system that they have of opening it. And then another fuel tanker is going to be coming in and moving down.
It takes double locks to hold the water back.
So we are waiting in the theater for the excursions to start. We have to clear customs and anchor and then get all the tenders ready and all that. But this is what it looks like. And this is an hour after they said to meet. So I can only imagine the people that were here at 9. But we called and they said don't come down until we cleared the locks. So this is what the theater looks like. It is literally standing room only and announcements constantly. Okay, we have made it onto the shuttle for Land Divided tour in Panama. Tendering was crazy, but once we got over here to the buses, it was really organized and went smoothly, other than sprinkles. So here we go. We are now at the first visitor center for the Panama Canal. We went through the old locks and then we drove over the new locks on the way here. But here at the visitor center, there's a whole bunch of lookout tower-ish areas, playground for the kids, great picture opportunities. There's a video that we'll see later and just information on the expansion of the locks and the levee.
Natives guided Vasconcelos de Balboa to the South Sea.
So this is the other lock on the other side. So we took like a 2-hour bus ride over here to see the other lock on the other side of the island. So the Viking ship is going through it now. And yeah, we had a sack lunch on the bus on the way. It was pretty good. All right, a little insight into excursion since there's not many with reviews on Norwegian's line. This is the Panama Canal by ferry. So if you are super sensitive to heat, sun, whatever, I wouldn't recommend this because you're going to be sitting outside in those elements for quite a while. So yeah, that's the Panama Canal through the ferry, and we are on land divided, so at least it's air conditioned bus, but there's no way I would have made it on that. I would have been a lobster. We are back on the ship, and here is the dinner buffet. We haven't done this yet, so I thought I'd record. Soup, breads and butter, pizza, pasta and Chinese. Asian. More breads. Indian. The grill, burgers, hot dogs, drink station, ice cream. This is like the emptiest I've ever seen this buffet, so it's a good thing I can do a video. Salad bar. Salads. And then we'll do the desserts. Jello, bread pudding, passion fruit cheesecake, 5-spice chocolate cake, fruit almond jelly, cookies, rice pudding, crepes, and then back to the ice cream.
Then spring became summer.
Good night. It is the end of day 10. We were in Panama today, and it has been an extremely long day. With waking up early to make sure we could see the locks, or plan to like an all-day excursion. Literally, we were one of the first groups off, and we were one of the last ones on. So it was a very, very long day, but so worth it. Definitely checked another item off the bucket list. The locks were amazing just to see them and their like size and how much water is moved with like each passing. It was amazing. You'll see us sway. It's pretty rough tonight already, and we literally just got started like an hour ago. So yeah, today breakfast in the room with room service was great. The whole fiasco about the piece of machinery that parked literally right outside mom and dad's balcony, like right before we got unlocked. We still haven't figured that out. that's coming, because we didn't pay for a balcony to have it blocked when it's the one major attraction of the whole entire cruise. So we'll see what comes of that. The excursion, while very valuable information, I think I would have been done after the first lock. I didn't need to go see both sides of the lock. The whole, like, seeing one lock, awesome. Driving 2 hours to see the other lock, seeing the lock in the heat of the day, and then driving another hour and a half back to port. That's a lot of time on a bus. And I think if I would do it again, I would just pick one that goes to one lock. But I am very, very glad I did not pick the ferry ride into the lock, because those people came back sunburned. Like, they were crispy. So make sure you kind of look into the excursions and just like their length and things like that, because why ours was so long is because after we passed through the locks, we went to the lake to sit. We tendered from the lake to the port on the side to get onto our buses for the excursion. So we did the excursion. While we were out at the excursion, our ship went back through the locks to get back to the ocean, and then they docked in Cologne. So then we had to drive to Cologne port to meet them. So they had gone through the locks while we were on our excursion, and when they're going through the locks, you can't go back to the ship. So it's like you're either doing a super short excursion before they get ready to go back through the locks, or you have to take a really long one and meet them back at the new port after they go through the locks for the second time in a day. Just keep that in mind. Kind of crazy logistics, but glad I got to see all the locks. It was a lot of fun. Just a very long day. Came back. Dad was pooped. Dad went to bed. He was done. Mom and I went to buffet dinner, and then we went to Ice Bucket's first set, and then they did a musical game show, which was actually a lot of fun. They have a cruise assistant, like activities assistant from Liverpool, and she knows how to work a crowd. I really wish the other entertainment people would take some pointers from her, because she had us all like a whole interaction, excited, dancing, going along with the game show. She did amazing. Props to her, and way to go. But yeah, that's the day. Crazy busy, but so worth it. And I am so glad I'm making those memories and not dreams, and living every day as a gift, because that's what it is. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for Costa Rica. All right, y'all. Good night.